Was heading, so he asked the question that had been on his mind all day. Am I becoming a man? Well, that made Rowan's parents laugh and laugh, and Rowan felt embarrassed because it took them a long time to stop laughing. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! After Rowan's dad wiped the tears from his eyes, he said Rowan was still a boy, but he was a different kind of boy. And when Rowan asked what he meant by that, his dad gave him some bad news. You're a werewolf, son. This was definitely not what Rowan wanted to hear. But when Rowan's mom saw the worried look on her son's face, she said this was a day to celebrate. Rowan's parents told him he came from a long line of werewolves, and suddenly the pictures of his hair-covered ancestors on the staircase wall made a lot more sense to Rowan. Then Rowan's parents gave him some more bad news. They said they were both werewolves too. Rowan started remembering clues growing up that should have told him his parents were werewolves. Like that time he saw his mom shaving his dad's back, and that car ride when he heard his mom howl at a full moon. But he guessed deep down he didn't want to admit the truth. Then Rowan started crying. He said he just wanted to be a regular kid and have a normal life. But his parents said a werewolf could live a perfectly normal life as long as they kept on top of their grooming and hid who they really were from the rest of the world. Rowan didn't want to hide who he was, though. He had always been taught to be yourself, and that's what he planned to do. But Rowan's parents told him there are ignorant people in the world who don't like anyone who is different. And Rowan knew exactly the type of people his parents were talking about. People like the bullies who kicked his toy truck. Then Rowan asked his parents a question he wasn't sure he was ready to hear the answer to. But don't werewolves eat people? Rowan's parents looked a little uncomfortable and said that was a subject for another talk later on. But Rowan had a feeling he knew the answer to his question, so the next day, all covered in hair, he brought his toys with him to recess. And this time, nobody dared to mess with him. Rowan's example inspired his parents to stop hiding who they were, too. And from that day on, Rowan and his family lived as their true selves, and everyone else just had to deal with it. The Prankster. In a little seaside village, somewhere in Europe, there lived a man named Jasper. And everyone knew who Jasper was, because he was the village prankster. Most of Jasper's pranks were pretty harmless. One time he covered the baker's car in gift wrap, and another time he filled the village's only phone booth with popcorn. Sometimes Jasper would even prank his own family members, and his mother never really forgave him for gluing all of her furniture to the ceiling. But Jasper's most famous prank was the time he put the mayor's underwear up a flagpole, which everyone thought was pretty hilarious. Well, everyone except the mayor. Jasper! That was the thing about Jasper's pranks. Most people thought they were pretty hilarious, unless they were the one being pranked. Anyway, one morning, Jasper woke up trying to figure out who he was going to prank next. He couldn't decide if he wanted to toilet paper his next-door neighbor's house, or replace the baker's cream-filled donuts with toothpaste. The toilet paper thing felt like a lot of work, and it had been a while since Jasper pranked Joris the baker, so Jasper decided he'd go with the donut thing for today. Jasper got out of bed and brushed his hair, then headed up the hill to the bakery. And on the way there, he passed a few people he knew. He waved to Marian the dressmaker and Miki the cheesemonger, but neither one waved back. But he figured they were just sore at him for covering their shop windows in mustard the week before. Things got stranger when Jasper walked into the bakery. His friend Dieter the shoemaker was walking out, and when Jasper said hello, Dieter ignored him. And a few seconds later, when Marta the librarian walked in to buy her daily baguette, she walked past Jasper like she didn't even see him. When Marta...